friends all over the U.S. If you want some really good New York bagels, you can get them. Hi, everybody. This is Jeff Cohen, and today I am here with Melanie Frost of Ess-a-Bagel. I am super excited that she's with us today because Ess-a-Bagel is one of my favorite places in Manhattan. You know, I've lived in Midtown East for a long time, and it's right on 3rd Avenue between 50th and 51st, at least one of their locations, and I absolutely love it. One of my favorite places to go. You don't even need to put anything on it. The bagels are so good by themselves. They're kind of unique because they're so like fluffy that like that circle's not necessarily always there because they're just so good. But anyhow, welcome, Melanie. So I just wanted to start out and say, you know, kind of tell me a little bit about you and who you are and how did you get involved with Ess-a-Bagel? It's so iconic.
Sure. Well, first of all, Jeff, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here, you know, in my little Zoom meeting. But yeah, well, the business started now it's over, wow, it's more than 40 years now. So we started in 1976. My aunt actually started the business. My uncle had a donut shop in Brooklyn and they weren't renewing the lease and he had 3 kids to support. And she said, okay, you know, we'll definitely find something. And so she combed through the papers. I mean, they both did. And they found a bagel store. And they said, bagels, donuts, they both have holes. We'll figure it out. And they met a baker who gave them a recipe. And he said, you know, the ingredients are expensive. You're going to have the most expensive flour, but you're going to have the best bagels. And what happened was as they were proofing, which is when like the bagels are rising, they have to sit out. They let them go too long. So when they rose too much, and then once they went in the oven, they were tremendous. And they just got really crusty on the outside and chewy on the inside, and everybody just loved them. And that, you know, that was it. And that's how an Ess-a-Bagel was made.
Yeah, including this guy.
So she started the first store actually on 1st Avenue and 21st Street. That's like the location, which is now across the street. It's no longer there, but across the street. She opened the 51st Street store in 1992. I mean, she got such a following on 1st Avenue that she, you know, grew it even further. And, you know, while she was doing that, she had like a retail the retail consumer, and then she started building her business with corporations as well. And so she started this like catering, which she had numerous catering orders a day. And then unfortunately she passed away in 2013, and that's when my mom and I took over. And my mom is her sister, so she was like a second mom to me. Like literally, she lived right next door. So grew up around on it. Every Saturday morning having bagels and appetizing and everything. You can't go better. And I had, you know, been in the business a little bit. I used to work for her like on Sundays, but I used to know everything about this. My sister worked in the business. My cousins actually were on 1st Avenue and they ran that store and are still doing the other 1st Avenue store as well. So when we came on board, we just started taking it to like another level. So, you know, she had an amazing business. Everybody knew Ess-a-Bagel. She created like an iconic brand, there's no question. And
Absolutely.
we just taking it to the next level and making her proud. And so, you know, it really went from a mom and pop shop to now more of a company. You know, we have over 100 employees and that's just in the 2 stores. We also opened a store on 32nd between 6th and 7th in April, right down the block from Penn Station near Madison Square.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so
good location.
That's been great. And what we did was we took the catering business to a whole other place, and we started doing tastings, and we have corporate clients that order every day, every week, every month, continuously. And then we also started the shipping business about 2 years ago, 3 years ago actually, and now it's really just exploded. Especially,
you know what I really love is when I come in sometimes, and you know, at least on the 50th Street, 51st Street location, you know, there's always a line out the door for your bagels in the morning if you want to go there. I'm not going to say the secret on this because I don't want anybody to know.
I know what you're gonna say.
But there's a big line there. But I like that you have the menus for different countries and for different languages. And I always thought that was unique because you could see people reading all the different menus on there. And I just thought that was brilliant, innovative.
Well, it's interesting because my aunt actually, the Japanese loved her bagels. I mean, unbelievably. And she actually had 2 kiosks in Japan. She had one in Osaka and one in Tokyo. And they would part bake the bagels and ship them over. But then it just didn't continue that way. But we always get, articles wanting to be written, TV stations from Japan all the time. We're in their Japanese airlines, so they're very big fans.
That's amazing. Yeah. So I guess I wanted to also get in because, one of the main reasons I'm starting to do these talks is because, a lot of times like local businesses, I live, and work in Midtown East in Manhattan. And, a lot of businesses are facing challenges right now. Yeah. So I just wanted to see, kind of what challenges you guys are facing with COVID-19, the pandemic, and how has it impacted you?
So first of all, thanks for that. We really appreciate you doing this. When we first heard about the pandemic, we didn't know how it was going to go because at first it was just sort of like, oh, well, what's happening? All of a sudden we started hearing a lot of our catering clients are working from home. Employees are starting to work from home. It slowly kind of took place. And right immediately, we started putting things in place like doing employee packages from home. So we told all the companies like, look, we'll send you packages at home if your employees are working from home. We did kind of like a meal kit, kind of lunch options and things like that. And as we started developing that, we've just started developing like a family package and a half family package to put on our websites because we started realizing the announcements started to be made and staying home. And I've been involved with a restaurant group. There's over 130 restaurants on that group. And thank goodness, because they have been such a tremendous support. Like we all support each other, sharing information. I can't begin to tell you how many people have either closed their doors or not going to be reopening or couldn't shift. We were fortunate that we've already been doing online delivery and pickup. So for us, it was just shifting to that mode. And also to be quite honest, thank goodness we had the opportunity. We were always pretty busy and I didn't need to sign up with as many online delivery services as, needed. But now, we're with practically every single one. It's really helped tremendously, the online delivery and the pickup. And we thank everybody, for that, for supporting us. In addition to that, we also been doing shipping. I'm very grateful to our partner Goldbelly because they have really sustained our business. I mean, we are doing, hundreds of shippings a day, like literally. It's turned the whole business into shipping.
And the good thing is a lot of, on Instagram, a lot of, people that I follow and are following me all over the country, Canada, even have friends in Australia. Yeah. So if you want bagels, they can ship.
Actually, we don't ship we only ship nationally. Sorry. I know we get questions all the time for France. I know Canada.
My friends all over the U.S., if you want some really good New York bagels, you can get them.
Yeah, absolutely. We have different packages. We have a sale going on. But it was very difficult because we also had to lay off a lot of people. And that part is really tough. We're fortunate to being able to keep some people as well, because with the shipping business and also just some of the delivery. And now we're just changing into this grocery. We're going to have an Ess-a-Bagel grocery.
I heard about the grocery. Tell us a little bit about the grocery. I mean, that's some positive news that we're getting out there, because I know it's very tough to get certain items.
Exactly.
And I saw your great infographic with all the items that you're going to be offering. So why don't you tell us a little about that?
So on the grocery, what happened was I was just talking to friends, and a lot of them were saying, I can't get this and I can't get that. I can't get a time slot. Amazon can't deliver. Instacart can't deliver. And we have distributors that are providing us with some of the things like masks that people are, just dying for. And we get milk, we get eggs, we get all of these things. And we just thought, like, wow, this would be great for all the people who can't get it. We're supporting the community, and we're able to help. So it's coming soon. It'll probably be there like next week, and you get $10 off your first order, and you just have to subscribe and sign up on the email. And we're going to be sending out a blast and go from there. So we'll have, you know, your main items, and then you can get all your Ess-a-Bagel items as well.
And how would people, you know, find out more about this? Where should they go to if they wanted to find out?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So they go straight to the website. There's actually going to be a tab, and it says Ess-a-Bagel Grocery.
Okay.
And that'll be up by next week.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And if you for some reason you can't find Ess-a-Bagel, but I guarantee it will come up. You could always, you know, I'll put it in the post social media so everybody can just click on the link from there.
Great. Oh, that'd be great. Well. Yeah, because you can go to the website, you can go on any of our social media as well, because we're going to have the link there too. So yeah, and it also, just on the page itself. There's like an overlay.
Tell me about some of the other positive things that's going on, because I know you've been heavily involved in getting some food to workers. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So it was really actually wonderful. It actually makes my day every day. That's the thing, one of the things that keeps me going. So we have on our website, we have, you know, where people just write in either, you know, questions and things. And one of the customers, the longtime customer, wrote in and said, you know, my sister is a nurse at Mount Sinai. She's on the COVID floor. I love Ess-a-Bagel. I'd love to do something. Would you be willing to do a buy one, get one free? And I said, absolutely. And so we just all of a sudden we just started partnering and started talking every day and saying, hey, how else can we help the hospitals? What else can we do? Who can we reach out to? And he started a GoFundMe page, and then we just linked it together. So the first one was like Mount Sinai, and then I just started getting emails on our website from different hospitals. We used to deliver a lot to NYU, so we got a lot of nurses and doctors and different, you know, emergency workers, you know, writing in, could you please help us? Absolutely. So every day, like literally every day, we're doing either a breakfast or a lunch or something for the hospitals. And then we're just continuing to do that, and trying to think of other ways that we could maybe assist as this pandemic unfortunately goes forward. The other thing, like I was reading something very cute about, you know, doing a happy hour for nurses or doing something, you know, clever like that, and just trying to make their day a little bit more, you know, happy. A lot of them, it's unbelievable when you talk to them, because it is so traumatic, especially about a week or two ago. It was really tough. I mean,
yeah, I know. I have friends that are working in the front lines, and you know, I even know somebody who came down from New Hampshire to help, and it's, you know, they just couldn't believe what they saw when they came down, and that was pretty recent. So it's definitely awesome that you're, you know, putting this positive spin between the groceries and the donations to the hospital.
Right.
And, you know, I think it's awesome that Ess-a-Bagel is able to at least stay open to some degree and, you know, help out the community.
Yeah, and we're so grateful to our customers, really, because if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be able to do that either, you know.
And so is there anything else you'd like to share today? Is there anything that comes to mind that?
Just trying to think of some of the other things we'll be doing. We did the hospitals and the grocery, and we're just looking for new ways to just help the community, and also just see how we can bring back, and also just something, you know, want to share how tough it's been on the restaurant community. I mean, we also just the fact, you know, every day I worry about my employees who are coming in, because many of them are traveling by subway, or we're trying to get some partnerships going with like Lyft or Uber, but it's difficult, and I worry about them. So, you know, we make sure the masks are on, the hairnets are on, the gowns are on. They look like they're working like in a surgical ward, basically. But, you know, it's important, and it needs to happen. And staying 6 feet apart and washing your hands and making sure all the guidelines, they're adhering to the guidelines, is so important. And give them each like a hand sanitizer to take home so they can, you know, take it on the trains, off the train, you know, when they're home, and immediately what they should do, and trying to practice that. So, you know, it's really tough. You know, you have people who are working at minimum wage, and it just, you know, they have to support their families, try to give them food to take home and things like that. But they're so grateful, and the people who come in, and then some people, or even some people we didn't lay off that are just afraid to come to work. So that's been a big impact. And I think just everything with also the loan program has had a tremendous impact on the industry. And a lot of people, you know, haven't been approved yet, and we're just waiting on these funds from the government. And that's been a very big, that's been tough.
Well, to end it up on a good note then.
Yeah.
So what I'd like to do, because you were grateful enough to come on, and I absolutely love the bagels, I'm going to be giving away a $50 gift card. So I'll post it on the links, you know, below, or whatever social media, whether it's Facebook or Instagram.
Right.
I'll be giving away a $50 gift card to Ess-a-Bagel so that you can order your favorite bagels, no matter where you are. And I'd also like to donate another $50 to the workers, you know, that's going to help out for, you know, giving a free meal somewhere. So I'll talk to you after this about donating some money to help with that as well.
Thank you so much, Jeff.
And I really appreciate you coming on, Melanie. It's been great with you.
And we'll have a lot of contests too. We're going to be doing things like that also, to give away some gift cards and stuff to support things.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate everything.
All right. Let's talk soon.
Okay.